Hello and welcome! It is no band list modern time. I am very excited to be here. I'm Randy Buehler. I'm joined by my usual partner in crime. How are things, Shadow?
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. We're playing no band list modern. So much power coursing through our veins. Going to be exciting. We are in Group B this week, so we can take a look at who the contestants are. The Storm deck has been... I mean, they kept banning cards over the history of Modern to try to keep Storm down, and it's still decent even after getting fast mana and cantrips, so Storm definitely got to be one of the favorites coming into this tournament. Blazing Infect, also kind of ridiculous. This is Sam Black top 8 of the first Modern Pro Tour with a deck that basically just says, here's my Blighted Agent, here's Blazing Shoal, guess what? I'm discarding a 9 CMC red thing to kill you in one hit with my Infect deck. Twin is just, slightly upgraded version of everybody's favorite combo deck. And then the hate. This Death and Taxes deck is just full of hate. Chalice of the Void and Thalia and everything a combo deck doesn't want to run into in a field full of combo decks. So viewers submitted all of these deck lists. I slogged through. I pulled out a bunch of lists. Some of them are going to be good. Some of them are going to be not perfect. But hey, we're experimenting here. We're doing this for science, learning what actually goes on if you take all the cards off the ban list. Anyway, the first matchup, you talk about this, you look at this, by the way, Storm against Death and Taxes. How insane is this matchup? It's like the dream for the Death and Taxes player. Only two things you're sure of in life are death, taxes, and maybe white weenie decks. And this is exactly what the designer had in mind when he put this list together. Look at Storm. Look at these 1-drops. There's 23 1-mana spells in this Storm deck. And the basic idea is you cast some cantrips to just kind of set up your hand, and then you've got a bunch of fast mana, Metamorphose, Seething Song, Desperate Ritual, and you can just cast a bunch of spells in one turn. You build up mana, you Past in Flames, you run them all back again, and then the Grape Shot is just lethal. So it's like the current Storm decks, except you don't even need Pyromancer's Ascension, because you have so many efficient cantrips and efficient fast mana cards, and oh, by the way, Treasure Cruise to refill, that you don't need to be forking things with a Pyromancer's Ascension. You just dump your hand and go off straight. Now, the small problem with that strategy is this deck. So a couple of thought casts, or thought seizes, and some mental missteps that can throw some random disruption. But look at Thalia. Pay 1 extra for all your spells. There's 4 of her. Look at Vryn Wingmare. Same effect, but on a 2/1 flyer for 3 mana. Oh, by the way, for 2 mana, you can Chalice of the Void all 1-mana spells, and that we just looked at it. That shuts down over a third of the cards, over half the spells in the Storm deck. So I don't know. I'm going to play the Storm side. It is the higher seeded deck, and that's what we normally do. But I cannot believe, despite being one of the pre-tournament favorites, I cannot imagine that this Storm deck is actually a favorite here. You're just cackling inside. Yeah, look at this smoke.
Yeah. No, this is not fair. Not even a little bit. I mean, maybe I don't draw one of my million hate cards against you, but if I draw 1 or 2 of them, you can just scoop and go to game 2.
Yeah, and the Storm deck that I've got, it's not particularly well set up. It's not particularly resilient. It's kind of an all-in deck, right? It's just saying, here's my plan. I'm gonna build the deck to be sort of as blisteringly fast and awesome as I possibly can, and come get me.
In the practice matches, we looked like Treasure Cruise was not actually helping you.
Yeah, Treasure Cruise Past in Flames is a little bit of a nombo. I'm not convinced it wants 4 Treasure Cruise. And
Right.
I'm not completely sold on the lack of Pyromancer's Ascension. I mean, I get it in theory. I've got a match hosted, by the way. You should come join me in
Sure.
getting serious. But like I said, we're diving into no ban list modern. Who knows what's good? Some of these lists have actually been played in assorted, unsanctioned tournaments at people's various, local game stores. Some of these lists are theoretical. Some of these lists are just transformations of Pro Tour winning decks. But we'll know a lot more after we play some, right?
Yep. I think my match options got reset at the latest
patch.
patch.
The Fun Police, and you're making me wait. Come join my match. Let's get this over with.
Restart defaults. Now I see you.
All right.
I'm not sure I chose the right match, so I have to leave this and then pick the right deck and then come on over. deck.
Pick a different deck. I'm totally fine. Any deck you like other than Death and Taxes.
Other than no banned list, Death and Taxes. Nope, sorry, it's the one I found. So join the game. Good luck, sir. I look forward to the taste of your tears come the end of this match.
Yeah, I will need that. Like, I didn't even win the die roll. And you play Chrome Box. You can chalice me before I even get a turn. Or Thalia me before I even get a turn. That's the other card. The Storm list doesn't have Chrome Box. Like, there's so many cards that you could play in Storm. Obviously, I'm mulliganing 5 land. All right, I guess I should mute you, right?
I've already muted. Like, you were still talking. I'm not sure it mattered. But yeah, right. I will see you at the end of the match.
We'll chat more later. All right, Shadow muted. Obviously, I'm mulliganing that. Now, what do I have? I have 1 land. Preordained Thoughtscour Cruise. I mean, this isn't good, but I get a mulligan. I'm sorry, I get a scry now that I'm at 6. I don't know that I don't know that it's worth going to 5. Like, I need a critical mass of cards. If he doesn't chalice me, then my draw's okay. I think I have to keep this one. Okay, land on top. Great. I don't know. The new mulligan rule, your hand has to be pretty bad to go below 6, I think. Tech Edge. Lovely. The Hate. I may never have 4 lands, though. But the Chrome Mox. Great. You have 2 mana before I get a turn. That cannot possibly be good for me. Lingering Souls, sure. Not super relevant. And here's Thalia. Lovely. Hi, Thalia. And, like, I have, what, 2 Grape Shots in my deck that I can potentially kill her with? And that's it? Stoneforge, okay. Stoneforge Mystic, sure. Play another bad card. At least this one doesn't single-handedly shut my deck down. Like, I can outrace Stoneforge Mystic. He goes for Batterskull. Sure. I mean, Chalice would have been game over there. Thalia or Vring... Or, they can't play second Thalia. It's legendary, obviously. But Vring Wingmare probably would have been game there, too. Maybe I should have gotten a shock land last turn. I didn't want to thin the lands out of my library, but now I'm going to take damage. It's kind of a race. We'll see what happens. We are in week 2 of No Banned List Modern. Group D decks. It's Death and Taxes playing against Storm. Quite the bad matchup for Storm. But maybe just being... Maybe just hating is the right way to live in this format. Another Stoneforge Mystic. Getting... I mean, he's got a Jete, he's got Skull Clamp, he's already got the Batterskull in his hand, which is going to come out on my end step due to the non-summoning sick one, so now he's got a Jete in his hand. Not super relevant. I mean, look, as Pro Mock Stars can go, the fact that he's only got 1 hate card feels okay. I don't think I want to take damage here. And if I feel like, I'm filling up for Treasure Cruise, obviously. If I found a Grape Shot and could kill Thalia, I feel like I might have a chance. Now, what's going on? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 mana, so if I cannot cruise through Thalia, guess I should preordain? Yeah. How many turns? Do I have 2 turns left? I think that's bottom. Huh. Man, I have to win next turn. I could have cruised if I sacked the Scalding Tarn. That would have been a better line. I think. I don't know. This matchup is so terrible. I'm not going to agonize over finding the perfect lines. 4, 5, 6. So he can attack me and he can kill me in 2 attacks. Oh god. He's got more? Yeah, I mean, even if I crack fetch land for Treasure Cruise, I would have drawn Ponder, Preordain, Past in Flames. Untap. I'm still not winning next turn. I mean, it's what I should have done, but I don't think it affects the game result. So Rite of Flames breaks even. Desperate Ritual breaks even with Thalia in play. Manamorphose loses a mana. So I have nothing. I can't do anything from here. I mean, I can Treasure Cruise. It's just, it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, I'll cast a Cruise. We'll see what happens. I have 7. Good God. So I spend 2 mana on 3 cards. I have to hit a land, I guess? But none of these rituals turn a profit, so I can't even get ahead. Like, yeah, I don't care about storm counts, so I'm obliged to hit something like, I don't even know. Oh, I can pay for Thalia 7 cards on my yard. Alright, so I play a break-even ritual to get an 8th card on my yard so that I can delve, paying the 1 for Thalia that way. And I'm gonna be... yeah... Desperate Ritual seems... oh no, if I do that I don't have any blue mana! Arg, nothing works. I can't even cast a Treasure Cruise. I can cast 2 mana to cast a Treasure Cruise. That's what I can do here. What am I possibly going to hit? I have to hit, like, a Rite of Flame? Second Rites of Flame does make a mana. Great. We found something to play for. This is exciting. Wipe out my entire graveyard despite having Passive Flames in my hand. And I have to hit, like, land Rite of Flame off this Treasure Cruise. Hit the land. Nope. I don't see anything through Thalia. Wow. Tasty. All right. Down a game. I think Empty the Warrens is actually a decent strategy here, rather than trying Grape Shots. I mean, I can keep Grape Shot. It does kill Thalia. And I gotta kill Chalices, so... Hurkles and Echoing Truth. I guess Echoing Truth can hit... His only artifact is Chalice, so Echoing Truth is just as good as Hurkles. Except I can also bounce a Thalia with it, so it's better. Mental Misstep is an easy cut. It doesn't do anything against him. I mean, do I want Lightning Bolts? I kind of have these Grape Shots as anti-Thalia tech. I guess maybe I want a Bolt or 2. If I do something like this, take out a couple Treasure Cruises. That just doesn't seem where this matchup's at. And what else am I taking out? Like Git Probe, maybe? So likely to get locked. It does have the equipment. So Hurkles is slightly better, but I mean that... I can Echoing Truth a Batterskull or a Germ Token just as easily. I'm going to try it this way. So I've got some ability to kill Thalia. I've got some ability to bounce Chalice, although all of my Chalice answers cost 2 mana. That seems like a flaw in the sideboard. He's not going to chalice 2, though, until the second chalice. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Down a game. Death and Taxes has 1 game won. Let's see if we can come back. We do get to play first, so that part's good. Okay, so one mana cantrip into land, and then where does it go? It goes like right into ritual, into empty. So assume I find a land. My turn 2 can be second land. That makes 3 mana. That makes 4 mana empty. So it's like empty for 6. It's not super exciting. Do have an Echoing Truth, though, so I can bounce a Chalice. I feel like I can build up... I mean, I have to hit a land, but then I can build up to some okay stuff. I'm going to try it. I mean, hopefully I find a second land and also a ritual. Make sure my colors stay fixed. I'm gonna hopefully be able to play on multiple turns. Oh, that's pretty good. So if he doesn't chalice me, I can go probe into ritual. Could be a good turn. I mean, my next turn, if he doesn't stop it, is 3 rituals, a Git probe, and an empty. It's empty for 10. Doesn't seem like a bad turn, too. No, why do you have to have Chrome Mox? Well, I have Echoing Truth, I guess. It's Aethersworn Canonist. Okay. Great. More hate in from the sideboard. So I'm going to wind up cracking a fetch land for Echoing Truth, which means I'm going to lose that ritual. But I may as well keep the Git probe. I mean, I could get Taxing Probe now, and then Echoing Truth on his turn during his end step. I could also preordain now. Maybe that's better. No, I gotta save my mana for Echoing Truth. I'll just keep the Gitaxian Probe, I think. Rather than... I mean, I could convert Gitaxian Probe into a ritual at the cost of 2 life. Yeah. I guess I get the information. Yeah, I'll take some information. That's what we'll do. Wow. We got a shot. We got a shot, boys! 3 land and a Stoneforge Mystic. We could win this game! Oh, he Chrome Moxed his Thoughtseize. Interesting. He could have Thoughtseized me and taken empty the Warrens. I guess he doesn't have black mana. No, he did. He had a Marshflats in his hands. Interesting. Lingering Souls, be my guest. He even did it before he attacked, so I get to save 2 damage. I think Island's fine, right? Now, this is ritual, empty. Can I gamble into, can I preordain? If I preordain, do I have to find a land, right? Because this makes 2, this makes 3. No, I don't have to. I can just preordain first. Right? Because this land makes right for 2 mana. Then the ritual turns it into 3, and the ritual turns it into 4. Sweet. None of those spells help, so I'm going to put them both on the bottom. I drew a preordain. Fair enough. Here's Rite of Flame. Here's Desperate Ritual. Here's Desperate Ritual. Here's some goblins. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. Please be enough. Yeah, I can even Echoing Truth to balance his spirits. He's probably going to go... he's got Stoneforge Mystic, right? And Flashback Lingering Souls, and then I get to Echoing Truth 4 Lingering Souls tokens. Does Batterskull mess me up? Do I deal enough damage fast enough? Interesting question. Like, I could save Echoing Truth. He does get the Batterskull. I could save Echoing Truth for Germ token. Wow, Canonist. I guess it blocks. So if I attack here, I lose 2 of them down to 8. I put him at 11 and I have 8 tokens. And an Echoing Truth. I guess we may as well preordain and see what's up, right? I mean, if I bounce the 2 spirits, it doesn't, like, I'm not getting all 4 of them and Batterskull's coming down, so I don't think I'm Echoing Truth. I don't think Echoing Truth is the right answer. I could Manamorphose here. Is that before the preordain? I guess that's better. Yeah, I just want cards. I want blue. Yeah, I guess it's a blue and a red. Past in Flames, but I can't cast it. Oh, there's a Canonist in play. Duh. That was dumb. Should have done the preordain. Forgot there was a Canonist in play. I mean, mostly I'm all in on these goblins and hoping I can clear a path for them. That just is the game that we're playing here. Preordain would have seen cards more efficiently than Manamorphose, but I mean, at some point I'm just going to burn the Manamorphose as a cantrip anyway. He's going to go Batterskull. I can't let him lifelink. This isn't going to work, is it? I'm going to lose this game anyway. I'm going to lose this game to like 1/2 blockers and Lingering Souls. Is what I'm going to lose this game to. Such an awful matchup. So I go smashing in. He plays Batterskull. I bounce Germ. And then what? I still lose 2 guys, and 2 other guys get blocked. I get through for like 2 points of damage. None of this works. Grape Shot's kind of what I was hoping for. Sort of. I don't have the mana. Can I kill the... So I have to put Manamorphose. If I can kill Canonist, I do get to cycle it. Which I guess is good if I actually manage to resolve a Past in Flames. But this is all so optimistic. Yeah, I think I need to top deck Rituals. I'm going to put Manamorphose on the bottom. Not having the third land is awkward. It means I can't play a spell on his turn. Like, I'd love... I don't even know when I'm going to Grape Shot that thing. Is this a sorcery? Ugh. Such a bad matchup. I mean, I'm sure there's a version of Storm that could... Actually, I'm not even sure of that. I was going to say I'm sure there's a version of Storm that can deal with this matchup, because obviously you have red mana. You have the ability to just wipe away all these annoying weenie creatures, right? Pyroclasm in particular seems like it would be kind of insane. That said, if you junk up your Storm deck with too many removal spells, it's no longer the combo deck that you need it to be. I don't know. I guess you have to have some... Sure. Why? I didn't want my graveyard anyway. Past in Flames, no problem. Oh god. So I think that this version of the Storm deck just is too fragile. Or I don't know. It certainly feels very fragile in this matchup. It's like there's enough Chalice of the Voids floating around in enough different decks that we got problems. So what am I going to do? I'm going to preordain. I don't even have any instants. I guess Echoing Truth, I can bounce Batterskull on his turn. Maybe that's good. I'll try it. I don't know how I'm going to kill Canonist to be able to redo anything. Like, do I need this ritual? Only if the Canonist is gone? But I have no graveyard for Past in Flames. None of this matters. So bad. I don't think you can build your deck this fragile. I guess that's what I think. The lesson I'm getting here. It's like I lose to any one card. Given this build. Maybe there's a version that wouldn't lose as much. He's actually got pick up and replay mana, doesn't he? He's just gonna pick it up with the Stoneforge Mystic. Replay it on my end step. I guess he's gonna put me out of my misery. Something to be said for that. And even the Horde of Goblins wasn't good enough. I mean, that's about as well as things could have gone for me, honestly. Thought Scour is a stupid cantrip because of Rest in Peace. It's like, yeah, I have a Lightning Bolt, I can kill Aethersworn Canonist, but I'm just going to die to Spirit tokens. I need to, like, top deck running Rituals and try to Grape Shot his board. But I don't have the graveyard to refill with Treasure Cruise. So bad. Chalice of the Void is a magic card. Sure, Jite. I like how it's an artifact. Ugh. So now he can start gunning down my goblins? Why didn't he attack? He just misclicked his way through his attack phase. I can kind of see him on Skype out of the corner of my eye, throwing up his hands. So stupid Rest in Peace is destroying me also. Like, I can Rite of Flames, Grape Shot, 2 things? What good is that? I guess I wait for more rituals. I don't know. I'm also dead if he had remembered to attack me last turn, so. Oh, I'm dead this turn anyway. Here's Batterskull. Oh, for Wingmare. Nice. I need things to cost extra. There's a Ghost Quarter. This time he does attack me with the flyers. Yeah. Good game. Such a hateful deck. I wonder. I think it may just be well positioned. Like I said, I didn't seed it highly because I was seeding based on sort of my perceived power level of things, but maybe it's actually really good. Yeah, I can't do anything through Van Wingmare. Yeah, nope, nothing matters. There you go. Good game.
Good game. I decided to give you like 3 extra turns because I was nice.
3?
Instead of... I could have just equipped Batterskull on one of the flying dudes and be like, "Rawr, you're dead now."
You can also pick up Batterskull and replay with the Stoneforge.
Yeah, well, the first time you did it, like, I thought you were echoing truth to Batterskull. I'm like, oh, I'll just recast it. But obviously you did the germ. So I'm like, why isn't it in my hand? I don't understand what happened. And then I ended up not like attacking with flyers because I'm like, who needs to do that? Like, I'll just beat you slowly and, let you sit there, wish that you could beat someone that's playing that badly. But, like, you cast 10 goblins, and I'm like, I got 4 dudes. Like, that's not good enough. I know,
it was like I got beaten by 1/2s and a Lingering Souls. It was the best plan I could come up with. Like, I was never going to combo off to Grape Shot you to death. I'm like, maybe I'll just make a bunch of goblins and win with those. Like, that opening went about as well as it could. You had only 1 hate card. I had an Echoing Truth. I was able to make 10 goblins on turn 3, and it wasn't even close to enough.
No, not even. I'm like, do they have haste? Like, why is he doing this? It's no good.
No good.